Welcome back to our channels, Warriors. We are 600 subscribers away from 10,000. I know you guys have 600 friends and homies. Shoot it. This episode right here, before I get started, let me give a shout out to all those border babies. The ones that grew up on border towns such as Calexico and Mexicali and lived on both sides of the fence. San Diego and Tijuana, you guys know what I'm talking about. Now, let's get it started. Real recognizes real. All right? It's a small world. It is an extremely small world. Let me tell you. All right? When I was in the army in Kuwait, Kuwait looks like the desert, like Glamis, right? Out there, Arizona type desert. Middle of nowhere. It's on the border of Iraq. I'm right there eating in the chow hall. And I hear somebody say Hector, which was extremely weird because we go by last names in the military, right? And that instantly caught my attention. So I look, it's my homie Joseph from back home, from Brawley. Here we are in Kuwait, man, thousands and thousands of miles away from our hometown. A small ass hometown at that. That's just an example of how small the world is. Let me tell you about real ones, man. Let me tell you about this new journey that I've embarked on. Oh, man. Your reputation will precede you through life. Through life. And this is what I've been trying to tell people, right? If you carried yourself like trash, if you carried yourself like garbage in one aspect of your life and continued, guess what? You will have nothing coming. You will absolutely have nothing coming. Nobody will look out for you, right? Nobody will put their name or their neck on the line for you. That's it. Now, the opposite is the truth, right? If you were a solid dude, oh, this is going to be a good one. If you were a solid dude, right, and kept it 100 and put in your work, and even if you did make mistakes, everybody does, and learned from them and didn't repeat them and continued, boom. The world is small, people, and real recognizes real. Man. Here we go. Who do you think is more dangerous? Who do you think is more dangerous? The one that's currently pulling trigger on people, or the one that has pulled the trigger on people, has gotten past that, right, is now old in the game, and is able to preach back, hey, that's not the way to go, right? And if you can't read between the lines, right, I already told you I was in the military, right? So that, if you can't read between the lines, then I can't. That's it. So, at one point, I used to think it was cool to manipulate women, run through them, right? I was just chalking up the numbers, right? Now, did that make me a man? No, that didn't make me a man. Now I have a wife and a beautiful daughter. Like, understand the process, right? You have individuals that either want to take shots at the OGs, but they haven't gone through the process. You kind of understand what I'm saying? It's not really saying much. Is it saying anything at all? Yeah, we see what you're doing. Write it out, right? You know who's dangerous? A dangerous is the guy that's been in the trenches and lived to tell about it, right? An old man in combat, they used to say, right? Fear an old man in combat because the dude has been through it. A lot of conversations can be had with little words, right? With little words, man. And this is a good episode. This is probably going to be one of the most knowledge-dropping episodes because, like, no matter where you are at in the process, right? Be humble or get humbled, okay? If you think you're bad, there's always going to be somebody better than you, right? And that's the truth. So, if you carry yourself a particular way, right, you don't have to worry about anything coming up that's like abnormal or bad, negative, so to say, because, hey, you've done the time, right? You did the crime, you do the time, right? You got a clean slate now. You paid back your debt, okay? Your debt to society, right? Your own mental demons, man. And I know about mental demons. Look, there's certain things I share and don't share, man. But as we go along through this, like, I'll let you guys know, man. I have 9 names of my friends that were killed in Iraq on my back, right? 9 names. 8 were killed in action. 1 of them committed suicide, my homie King, my homie Jeff from Philadelphia. I know what it's like to carry a burden, right? I know what it's like to carry demons, right? I know, man, if it's something I'm passionate, it's about this, man. Because the ones that have been through it, right? The ones that know, this is what this channel is about, man. And if you want to know, keep following along, right? We're just going to keep dropping gems. We're just going to keep sprinkling that life experience on you guys, man. When you're ready, you're ready. If you're not ready, you're not ready. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck, because it is wild out there. It is, right? And I've talked about, like, understand this. I was a prison guard for 16 years in the California Department of Corrections, right? An officer for 8 years, a sergeant for 3, and a lieutenant for 5. 6 if you want to count acting. But I don't count that. So anyways, if I had carried myself a certain way in there, like, I don't know, a lame, then none of this would have been possible, right? Let that sink in. There's a lot of people who have tapped in that know me personally in here, okay? And this isn't, I'm not going to go along the lines of boasting or bragging, because that's what I kind of feel is. But I just want you to understand that if you carry yourself bad, you're going to get bad, right? That's what you're going to get. That's what you're going to get dealt. If you carry yourself honorable, right? Honest, fair, a fair dude that fucking sees the big picture, right? This is chess, right? And I was talking to somebody yesterday, and we can agree, chess, you have to be able to see 3 or 5 steps ahead of the game, right? Let me give you an example. Let's say you're a CO at the prison, right? And yeah, you think you're solid, right? You're always in the mix. You have a heavy hand. You're heavy-handed, right? You put in work, right? But you're always getting your partners in trouble. Everybody's always going under investigation every time you do your work. Every time, that's sloppy. That's sloppy. And what you're doing is, it's all wrong, right? This is what I'm trying to get at. Now, is that person solid? I don't think so. Because, why? Because you're putting other people in a jam. What you're doing is, you're doing it wrong, right? And if you ever want to get far or succeed or live honorable, you got to do things right. The opportunity will present itself, right? Everything, but you have to do it right. You have to think of the whole picture. Like, that's kind of along the lines that I'm getting at. For those that know what time it is, real recognizes real, right? And I've been, wow, man, this journey is awesome. Wow. And I'm excited to say, like, hey, this is awesome. Working in the prison, I was not happy. I was making bank. Poof, I was making bank. But that wasn't happiness, right? Happiness is you guys on YouTube, for sure, man, because it's authentic, it's legitimate. I see all the comments, I read all of it, I interact with you guys. My family, right? My wife, my daughter. This is what it's about, man. And why? Because I went to rehab for my drinking, right? That was 28 days inpatient at the VA hospital. My drinking got so bad, crashing vehicles, going to jail. Yeah, I've been arrested. So like, I get it. I get it. I see it. And I bring it, and I bring it up because this is what's happening, right? I look at youngsters, I look at people call out other people, and I just laugh because there's levels to this. There's levels to this game, right? And if you're here and you got an OG real one up here, like, are you really? No, you're not. You're not. Think about it. That's just the principle of the matter. Are you capable of picking up a gun and hurting somebody and doing this or inflicting violence? Yeah, you are. But this person already did it, got past it, and now saying, nah, I'm cool with that. That's cool. All right. With that, man, the message was self-explanatory. Carry yourself right, and the blessings will come. Trust me. Keep pushing forward.